Hello, television family. We have gathered once again. Welcome to July. It is Friday, the first day of July 2022. I'm Dan Coons. This is Wake Up Wenatchee Valley. Just a little piece of trivia here for you people who keep track of these things. At 12 noon today, at high noon, we will be exactly halfway through the year. 182 and a half days in the books and 182 and a half days to go at 12 noon today. We're in for a beautiful day today. Going to be pretty darn nice on Saturday. Saturday night, things start getting cattywampus. Sunday rain, Sunday night rain, Monday Independence Day, rain, cool, thunderstorms, and on Monday night for the fireworks, could get a little wet. The weather is going to take a significant downturn starting on Saturday night. Complete forecast details are coming up. They keep increasing the percentage of what we're going to get rain-wise. The amount of rain and the odds of us getting rain keep going up. Don't shoot the messenger. We'll have a complete forecast coming up. Independence Day activities, both recreational and otherwise, will be in our news today. We'll get to that, too. Baseball in sports, Mariners win, beat the Athletics, and the Apple Sox win as well. We'd like that. We'll talk about that when we get to sports. And some of the Wenatchee FC youth soccer teams, they want to go to their national championship tournaments in a couple of weeks in Colorado, but they got to raise the money to get there. We'll talk about that, too, in sports. Plus the obscure holiday today in history, some celebrity birthdays. Everybody's entitled to Mike McNalty's opinion. And if you haven't signed up yet for the big Cornhole tournament on Monday at Walla Walla Point Park, it's being put on by Confluence Rotary. We're going to give you another reminder of how you go about doing it. Plus they're hosting the Beer Garden at Confluence Rotary, plus the hot dogs. And we're going to talk to our friends Brian Brennan and Rob Tidd. This is the interview I did earlier in the week right outside Shelter 1 at Walla Walla Point Park, where all that activity is going to be. So Rob and Brian will give you those details as we get ready for many people, a 4-day weekend. A lot of people taking today off, and they got Monday off. Nothing wrong with that. I like having Independence Day on a Monday or Friday. It gives almost everybody a 4-day weekend, or a 3-day weekend anyway, except me. I'll be working Monday night, of course. We'll be broadcasting the fireworks display from the roof of the town Toyota Center. Let's start our tour around the Wenatchee Valley. It's 64 degrees already today. It's already fairly mild. And we're going to warm up into the lower 90s, it looks like. Beautiful view of the valley from the very tip of Wenatchee Heights. The hills are still green in many locations, especially the slopes that face to the north that get the least amount of sunshine. Gorgeous view there. You can see how high and cold the Columbia River is. By the way, we're going to talk about that again today, how fast the rivers are running here in our area. It's the figures are rather remarkable for this time of the year. Good morning to the Wenatchee Valley. Beautiful view from the tip top of the heights. And even though that camera it doesn't really do that view justice. With the naked eye, it's really spectacular. Camera number 2. We're going to go visit Lake Aniat. Is that, let me think here. Is that the Orondo Rock camera there, Tucker? It is. So we're looking up towards Orondo. In fact, you can see a little bit of Orondo there. Lake Aniat, also known as the Columbia River. They call it Lake Aniat there. You can see how high it is. It's up there. A number of docks are inaccessible. You can't get to the dock because the water is between the shoreline and the dock itself. On the cold Columbia River. Last I checked, the Columbia River was 59 degrees this morning. That's chilly. Camera number 3. Jump Off Ridge says hello, and we say hello back to Jump Off Ridge. Good morning to the Stemilt Basin. Malaga checking in. Almost all of East Wenatchee and the East Wenatchee Bench. You can see Badger Mountain hanging in there pretty good. The Highlander Golf Course, a little bit of the Three Lakes Golf Course. Beautiful view from Jump Off Ridge. Can't quite make out Wenatchee proper. It's just out of your frame of reference to the left. And the 4th camera, we wrap up our tour with a tower. Is that, I want to say Black Mountain, although I don't know. Oh, the captain says it's Nanapoc Ridge. Okay, yeah, we are looking at Plain. That is Plain. You can see that's the Nanapoc Ridge camera. We flip that around and we can see a good swath of the Lake Wenatchee area. Good morning to Plain, the lovely hamlet. I think that's Black Mountain. I think we're looking at Leavenworth is what I really think we're looking at. The good captain is filling in for Mr. Darby for the next week or so. So he doesn't know what he's doing. I love you, Tucker. You know that. Let's go ahead and take a look at some of the slides here from the National Weather Service. First, a little brief recap of what we expect this weekend for the inland Northwest. Beautiful day today. Lots of sunshine. Going to be very nice. We'll be topping off near 90. We got 84, I believe, was our high yesterday. Another beautiful day today. Going to be nice on Saturday for the most part. Things start going downhill Saturday night when this system comes in. We're under the influence of a high-pressure ridge, but it's not strong enough to keep this trough of unsettled weather to pay us a visit. Sunday night, Independence Day, and Monday night, just in time for the weekend, things are not looking very good. The big thing now is thunderstorms. They have increased the chances of us getting thunderstorms here in north central Washington, an extended period. Saturday night, Sunday, the best chance. We have a chance almost all day Sunday, especially in the afternoon, to get thunderstorms, certainly rain, and we could even get some heavy pockets of rain associated with those thunderstorms. It's going to spill all the way into Monday, and unfortunately lingering into Monday night for the fireworks displays proper, not only here in Wenatchee, but up north in Manson. So thunderstorms this weekend. That's not good. We don't want that. We don't want the heavy rain because that could lead to flash flooding, and that's a bad thing. And of course, lightning means fires. Let's not talk about that. Now, as far as the rivers are concerned, I want to show you this one more time. This is rather crazy stuff here. We don't see this in July. We see this in May. This is the flow of the Wenatchee River as it goes past Monitor. Normally, that's the triangle you see there. Normally, it flows this time of the year at about 5,000 cubic feet per second. This morning at about 6 o'clock, it's running about 10,000 cubic feet a second. It's about twice as fast as it normally is this time of the year. That's the Wenatchee River Monitor. And you can see how it goes up and down as the day warms up and the snow in the upper elevations at 7, 8, 9,000 feet continues to melt. That snow feeds itself down into the Wenatchee River, so it's at its quietest part now, and as the day progresses, the cubic feet per second flow will pick up. The Aniat River at Ardenvore is also running about twice as fast as it normally is. Normally it runs about 800 cubic feet a second on this first day of July. Right now it's running at about 1,500 cubic feet a second. So both the Wenatchee River Monitor and the Aniat River at Ardenvore are running about twice as fast as they normally do. It's been a long, long time since we've seen this kind of fast river action and cold river action all the way into July. Crazy stuff. From the National Weather Service, let's do it in detail. Beautiful day today. Sunshine, love it. About 87, a couple degrees warmer than yesterday. 60 for the overnight low tonight. One more day of the really good stuff. Just about 90, so sunny, warm, but not real hot for most people on Saturday. Saturday night, here we go. A 40% chance of showers, maybe even a thunderstorm, pretty mild for the overnight low, about 63. Sunday, we get it all. We get some showers, we get some thunderstorms. The thunderstorms probably in the afternoon hours, the warmest part of the day. Heavy rain associated with those thunderstorms, lots of clouds, 70% chance of rain. It's going to rain. On Sunday, the question is, where are the thunderstorms going to come down? But we're in for a pretty cloudy and wet Sunday, a cloudy, wet Sunday night. Again, thunderstorms possible, 58 for the low. And on Monday, Independence Day, a chance of showers, and again, a chance of thunderstorms afternoon with heavy rain possible. Chance of rain goes down to 50% on Monday, but that's still not good. And that is a misprint. It's not going to be 85 on Monday. It's going to be about 70. So just a heads up on that. Not 85, but about 70 will be our high on Monday. That's all we're going to get to. And Monday night, for the fireworks, about 10 o'clock in the evening when they go off at Walla Walla Point Park, it's going to be cloudy and could see some light rain. And as you can see, we warm up a little bit on Tuesday and Wednesday. All right? That's your forecast from the National Weather Service. That way, if you don't like the weather, you can blame the government. 9 minutes after the hour, after a break, your Friday morning news. You're watching Wake Up Wenatchee Valley on this first day of July on the NCW Life Channel.
You are driven to succeed. This drive is part of who you are, part of your cultura, your valores. With achievement comes a sense of orgullo. It builds your community. You stand on the shoulders of those who have walked before you, the ones who pushed you to succeed. You have the choice to overcome the challenges that arise in your life. You decide your future. Sí se puede.
You've got a lot to do today. While you're out and about, remember to dispose of your unused medications safely and anonymously. It's a simple act that makes your home a safer place. Next time you're at the pharmacy, just place them in the drop box. To find a location, visit medproject.org.
11 minutes after the hour, 64 degrees, bountiful sunshine for everybody in our viewing area. We'll be in the upper 80s today, lower 90s on Saturday. And then the weather gets very unsettled, wet, thunderstorms. We cool down. We're not going to see a great deal of sunshine, I'm afraid, on Sunday and Monday. We begin with this story. If you like fireworks, your best bet for this 4th of July weekend is probably going to be the professionally produced commercial shows, because personal fireworks, as you probably know by now, are now banned in Chelan and Douglas counties and in most of the communities in Chelan and Douglas counties, with one exception, the city limits of East Wenatchee. An ordinance banning personal fireworks was passed by the East Wenatchee City Council this year, but it doesn't go into effect until next year, so legal fireworks can be lit off in the city limits of East Wenatchee between 1 p.m. and 11:50 p.m. on both Sunday and Monday. Of course, there are community fireworks shows in Chelan on Sunday. Wenatchee and Manson will be blowing off their fireworks on Monday, the 4th of July, at about 10 o'clock in the evening, both in Wenatchee and in Manson. 4th of July weekend, traditionally a great opportunity to get in the cold water and cool off from the hot weather. Well, as we know now, it's not going to be very hot, and the water is really cold, and the rivers are running high and fast. We've been talking about this. Sergeant Jason Reinfeld of the Chelan County Emergency Management folks said people need to be cautious if you're going into the river or the lake. He says that means always wear a personal flotation device and scout the water you're getting into ahead of time so you don't find yourself in rapids that you can't see or feel. Reinfeld said conditions like Lake Chelan can change rapidly, and what appears to be calm water can be a lot different if a sudden wind comes up. And as you know by now, we're in for some very unsettled weather this weekend. In just the past week, 2 kayakers have gone missing, one in the Little Wenatchee River and the other in Lake Chelan. Speaking of rivers, if it seems like there are more salmon in the Wenatchee River this year, it could be in part thanks to kids like that. Last weekend, as part of Cashmere's Founders Days, more than 50 families joined Cascade Fisheries in releasing salmon into the river. The fish came from the Yakima Nation Fisheries Coho Reintroduction Program for the Wenatchee River. In addition to the fish releases, Cascade Fisheries offered salmon-themed activities, crafts, and a bilingual story time. The Wenatchee Valley Museum and Cultural Center has hired an internal candidate to be its new executive director. Mariah Thornack, who has worked at the museum for about the last 9 years or so, will take over the duties of executive director. She will begin that today. She replaces Kenny Sturgeon, who resigned last September to take a job at the Association of Children's Museums. Thornack has been serving as Director of Operations and Special Projects for the museum, and prior to that, she was working for the American Red Cross office here in Wenatchee. Laurel Turner has been serving as the interim executive director while the museum board searched for Sturgeon's replacement, and now they have one. And the Wenatchee Valley College Foundation has selected 2 new board members. They are Jennifer Babcock and Danielle Marchant. That brings the total number of board members to 23. Board members serve a term of 3 years. Each member is required to serve on a committee and play an active role in the organization. Jennifer Babcock is a CPA. She works at Cordell Neer and Company. Babcock is active in the Wenatchee community. She helps nonprofits with their annual audits and tax filings. She will serve on the Budget and Finance Committee. Danielle Marchant is an attorney. She works for Davis Arneal. Marchant has served on many nonprofit boards in the Wenatchee community. She will serve on the Development Committee. Congratulations to those ladies, and go out and do a good job. I know they will. That's the news. A quarter after the hour, we will have one more newscast before we head into the 3-day weekend program. And reminder, no Wake Up Wenatchee Valley and no evening news on Independence Day on Monday, but we will be broadcasting, of course, the fireworks live on Monday night. We're looking forward to that. So don't forget Grant Olson with the news at 5, 6, and 10. No news and no Wake Up Wenatchee Valley will come your way on Monday. After a break, when we come back with sports, and we have sports, the Mariners win, the Apple Sox win. We'd like that. We'll have the Obscura holiday. We'll have an interesting day in history. We also have some celebrity birthdays to pass along. Mike Magnotti has an opinion, and if you haven't signed up yet for the big Cornhole tournament, you can do so on Monday at Walla Walla Point Park. And Brian and Rob will tell you how to do that, all coming up between now and the top of the hour. You're watching a Friday edition of Wake Up on Anchi Valley on the NCW Life channel.
Hello, my name is Brian Brett, the Fire Chief for Chelan County Fire District 1, and I just wanted to talk about how amazing our Rivercom team is. They are intentional, purposeful, and skillful in everything they do, and they are the best at what they do. How they prepare, how they handle the caller, how they coordinate the emergency services, and how they push themselves to be the best. This is the kind of spirit that our Rivercom telecommunicators have. Our community needs you, we need you, we admire you, you're our lifeline.
17 minutes after the hour, the first of a four-game series goes to the Mariners. Home runs from Julio Rodriguez and Dylan Moore, and a three-run triple from Cal Raleigh. 8-6, the final over the A's last night. The Mariners needed all those runs. It was a back-and-forth contest. The A's refused to go away. Oakland's Ramon Laureano homered twice. Elvis Andrus also added to the home run parade.
Fly ball towards the line. Tony Kemp does not have a strong arm. He makes the catch. Julio is scoring. Winker at third. Couldn't get the swim move to work again.
That one is drilled to left field. And that baby is gone. Well, I think Elvis decided, you know what? I'm going to look for a fastball.
Not a bad idea.
Well, Elvis Andrus has 4 home runs this year. 3 of them have come against the Seattle Mariners, and this game is tied at 1.
Center field. Going back is Bolt. Looking up. Bye-bye! Home run for Julio Rodriguez. And the Mariners have a 2-1 lead. Number 13, RBI number 39. Hey now!
Going to have to update his chart. That didn't take long.
When I first broke in,
There's Demo going large down the line, and bye-bye! A 2-run homer for Dylan Moore, and the Mariners extend the lead to 4-1 for Demo. His 4th home run, RBIs 11 and 12, and again, Mike, another night with productivity from the bottom third of the order for the Mariners.
Driven to right. Haggerty back. And that baby's gone. So one swing of the bat by Ramon Laureano, and this ball game is all tied at 4.
Flipped it the other way, base hit. Mariners have the lead as Winker scores. Santana will settle down at second. Abraham Toro, a 2 RBI night, and the Mariners have the lead right back at 5-4. Good times for Abraham Toro. His last 6 games, he's 6 for 17. He's got 2 RBI tonight. Center field, pretty well hit. Bolt going back, and that roll can't make the play. Scoring is Santana. Scoring is Toro. Count digging for third. He's in there. He's going to try to score, and he will. Cal Raleigh lighting it up here at T-Mobile Park.
Noisy bounces one. toward left field, and that's going to get through into left field, and the A's are going to get a run as Murphy comes in to score. Elvis goes to third. It's 8-5. 1-2 pitch, hit in the air, deep. Haggerty near the wall. Haggerty leaps up, and that baby is gone. Ramon Laureano again, a home run the other way, and it's 8-6.
This effort here tonight, the 0-2 pitch. Hey, got him! Paul Sewald closes it down. Mariners win 8-6. They're now 17 out of their last 19 and 4 in a row against the Athletics. A great win to start this 4-game set.
Logan Gilbert, 6 fairly decent innings. You got the win. He'll take that as 9th win of the season. Manager Scott Service said it was just a good, solid team victory.
We haven't had many of those 8-6 wins this year. It's not typically how it goes for us, but nice job by our offense tonight to pick up. I thought, Logan, typically he's just so locked in, and I got to give those guys credit. They had really good at-bats tonight. The A's swung the bat well in their last series over against the Yankees, and they continued tonight through some tough at-bats at him. He had a little bit of everything tonight. Line drive back at him, a couple different swinging bunts, a lot going on out there, but he hung in there. We asked him to do and gave us a chance, and really the star tonight on the mound was Andres Munoz. Fantastic job. He is just taking it to another level here. Probably his last 6 to 8 outings. The command, obviously he's got great stuff. Electric fastball, and the slider is one of the best in the league. So he bailed us out tonight when we desperately needed it.
Marco Gonzalez toes the rubber tonight in Game 2 of the 4-game series. First pitch 7:10, and you can watch it on Root Sports. Houston and New York made up a game that was supposed to be played at the start of the season. Of course, it was delayed by a week because of the lockout, but they finally got the game in yesterday, and the Astros came out on top of that one 2-1. Alex Bregman's 2-run double proved to be the difference for Houston. So there are the standings from Les Schwab. The Astros lead is now 11.5 over Texas in the American League West. Seattle has caught LA for third, but they're still 12.5 games back. Ryan Mullen, Evan Canfield, and Connor Wilson combined on a 6-hit shutout for the Apple Sox last night, 13-0 over Kelowna. Ivey Arquette and Cole Miller each had 3-hit games. Bernance won his 3rd series in a row. More on the victory from our good friend, the voice of the Apple Sox, Stormin' Joel Norman.
The Apple Sox picked up a 13-0 victory over the Kelowna Falcons on Thursday night at Paul Thomas Senior Stadium to pick up their 3rd consecutive series victory. What a great bounce back for Wenatchee after giving up 6 runs in the first inning on Wednesday. The Apple Sox would go on to score 6 runs themselves, but in the bottom of the 8th inning to kind of blow this game open. Great effort from just about everyone on the team. Cole Miller had 3 hits in the victory. Ivor Arquette drove in 3 runs. Matt Hallback drove in the first 2 in the technically game-winning runs with a 2-run single back in the 2nd inning. And the Apple Sox picked up a simple and easy victory on Thursday night. They'll face Kelowna again next week, Tuesday through Thursday, but first take on the Bend Elks in a pivotal series this coming weekend at Paul Thomas Senior Stadium, which includes Saturday night's fireworks game, in which the Apple Sox will have a fireworks show after the 7:05 p.m. contest against Bend. Bend sits 1 game back of the Corvallis Knights for first place in the South Division, with a first-half playoff spot very much up for grabs. With your Apple Sox update, I'm Joel Norman.
Thanks, Joel. Evan Canfield, by the way, earned the 2nd win of the season. He did middle relief in relief of Ryan Mullen. And don't forget, as Joel already mentioned, the Bend Series features fireworks at the ballpark tomorrow night. It's always a sellout. Get your tickets at applesox.com. All right, to the Les Schwab scoreboard in West Coast League play last night. Portland scored 2 runs in the top of the 9th, and they held on to beat Ridgefield 4-3. Yakima Valley scored 3 runs in the top of the 9th inning, but they came up short in their comeback bid against Walla Walla, losing 5-3. KJ Ruffo and 4 relievers combined to hold Corvallis to 1 run on 5 hits. Springfield took 2 of 3 from the Knights, winning 3-1. And Alex Arnon and Nick Hovland hit back-to-back home runs in the 4-run 6th inning for Cowlitz to help the Black Bears beat Victoria 7-5. So the standings, Bellingham has won the West Coast League's North Division title for the first half of the season. The Bells have a 4-game lead over Kamloops, which is 3 games remaining, so they can't lose it. Wenatchee improved to 11-13 on the season. with last night's win. As Joel mentioned, Bend has a lot on the line as they come to town this weekend in the WCL South. The Elks going to the game, the final 3 games of the first half of the season, trailing Corvallis by just a game. Ridgefield also in the hunt at a game and a half back. Portland is 2.5 back going into the weekend. Wenatchee will host Bend. Corvallis is hosting Portland. And the Pickles will be entertaining Victoria. 3 local youth soccer teams from our area frantically trying to raise enough money. They qualified for nationals. They qualified last week. Now they got to raise money to get there, down to Colorado. The Wenatchee FC 03 team, that means players that were born in the year 2003, they won the Northwest Regional Tournament on June 24th. That qualifies them for the 2022 National Championships in Colorado. They'll head to Commerce City, Colorado, on July 14th to play. After a third-place finish at Nationals last year, the Wenatchee FC B05 squad back again after winning the Northwest Regional. These were players born in 2005. They've been playing together for a long time. And the Wenatchee FC B08 team also qualified for Nationals. They won the Northwest Regional last week. This is 14-year-old kids basically following into the footsteps of their older brethren. We got a lot of soccer talent here in the Wenatchee Valley. All 3 teams are trying to raise money. They got to do it quickly because they got to actually get to Colorado for the national tournament in a couple of weeks, and it ain't cheap. All 3 teams have GoFundMe accounts, and you can find the links to those accounts by going to our website, ncwlife.com. Let's get these kids down to Colorado, let them bring back some hardware, represent the Valley on the pitch. And those are just some of the games that people are playing at 26 minutes after the hour on this first day of July. I had 4 obscure holidays I could have chosen. I could have done National Ginger Snap Day. I could have done National Creative Ice Cream Flavor Days. Some of the flavors of ice cream are beyond me. It's National U.S. Postage Stamp Day, but no, we're celebrating these folks right there. National Postal Worker Day, not just the mail carriers, but everybody who works for the post office. And there are a lot of them. About 7.3 million people are employees of the United States Postal Service. Fun facts about the Postal Service. Sidney, Montana has an unusual claim to fame. It's a very remote town. They have the longest rural mail delivery route. Every day the mailman has to travel 190 miles round trip to deliver the mail in and around Sidney, Montana. How does the USPS decode really bad penmanship on letters? They have a center. It's in Utah. It's called the Remote Encoding Center in Salt Lake City, and that's where all the mail goes that the automatic computerized mail readers can't figure out what the penmanship is, because it can be challenging for the automated tellers to figure out where this is supposed to go. So they send them down to Salt Lake City, and they actually examine them themselves, and then they probably get lost. Dogs actually attack mail carriers. Last I looked, 5,767 postal employees were attacked by dogs last year. L.A. is the worst part. Last year in Los Angeles, 76 mail carriers were attacked by dogs. And dogs aren't the only animals that mail carriers have to be wary of. Wasps have been known to build nests inside of your mailbox. By the way, in 1940, half of all federal employees worked for the Postal Service. In 1940, half of all federal employees worked for the Postal Service. Today, that ratio, 1 in 40 employees of the federal government work for the Postal Service. Keep up the good work. National Postal Worker Day today. 29 minutes after the hour, happy birthday, Canada! Yeah, July 1st, 1867, 155 years ago today, the British North American Act, that's it behind me, the colonies of Canada, the province of Canada, Nova Scotia and New Brunswick were all combined into one federation, effectively creating Canada as a sovereign nation, although still under the auspices of Great Britain, which still reserved some political influence, but for the most part, Canada became Canada. So happy Canada Day to all of our Canadian friends out there. We're going to revisit this in just a couple of minutes. July the 1st, 1941, 81 years ago today, as we follow Jolton Joe DiMaggio, the Yankee Clipper. He led a sweep at the Red Sox. They won the first game 7-2, the second game 9-2. More important, Joe DiMaggio had 2 hits in the first game and 1 hit in the second game, so he is now tied Willie Keeler's major league mark of hitting consecutively in 44 games in a row. Joe DiMaggio ties it on this date back in 1941 at the doubleheader, so make it 44 in a row for the Yankee Clipper, tying the record. We will keep a close eye on this. July the 1st, 1963, the zip code is here. Remember Mr. Zip? Yeah. Maybe that's why it's National Postal Workers Day. I don't know. Zip codes were rolled out by the United States Postal Service, and it simplified the delivery of mail. It was a 5-number thing, and that was your zip code. Now your zip code is, 9 digits or even 10 digits? Zip codes are introduced in the United States on this date 59 years ago. There's Mr. Zip. How you doing? He's now retired, lives in Prescott, Arizona with his lovely wife and 3 children. July the 1st, 1979, 43 years ago today, you could go to your local electronics store and buy that. Sony introduces the Walkman on this date in 1979, and it was not cheap. That's the first edition Walkman. It would run you about $150 in 1979, which comes out to about $500 in today's money. Sony didn't know if this was going to work or not. They predicted in the first month of rolling out the Walkmans, they would sell about 5,000 Walkmans here in the United States. In the first month, in July of 1979, they sold 50,000 Walkmans. They could barely keep up production with demand, and that was in 1979. By 1983, almost everybody had a Walkman, and for the first time in 1983, cassettes outsold vinyl records. The Walkman, portable listening, right there, 43 years ago today. And on this date in 1980, not that long ago, 42 years ago today, the song was written in 1880, but had never been officially declared the national anthem of Canada. And so 100 years after the song was written, O Canada officially became the national anthem of Canada on this date in 1980. Just 100 years too late, but they got around to doing it, making it official. By the way, it's also a very good national anthem, much better than our Star-Spangled Banner. I know I hate to criticize the Star-Spangled Banner, but musically speaking, it ain't very good. Let's do some birthdays for you, shall we? We lost Olivia De Havilland a couple of years ago at the age of 104. Olivia De Havilland, born in the state in 1916. Of course, she played Melanie Hamilton in Gone with the Wind. She won 2 Academy Awards for Best Actress, and she was the last surviving member of the crew that made Gone with the Wind. Olivia De Havilland, born in the state in 1916. Klinger, this makes me feel old, the guy who played Maxwell Q. Klinger on MASH, Jamie Farr, is 88 years old today. He's now completely retired from show business. Happy 88th to Jamie Farr, playing the iconic Maxwell Q. Klinger, one of the best characters in television history. David Prouse, born in this state in 1935. David died a couple of years ago at the age of 85. He was born in the state in 1935. He was the guy inside the Darth Vader costume. He was Darth Vader. He was a big guy, like 6'6" and 300 pounds. They needed somebody big. When they were filming all the Star Wars movies with David Prouse in the Darth Vader costume, he spoke Darth Vader's lines so they could get all that together. And then in post-production, James Earl Jones overdubbed the voice of David Prouse, who was born in the state in 1935. Dan Aykroyd is 70 years old today, of the original cast of Saturday Night Live, Belushi and Bill Murray and Chevy Chase and Lorraine Newman and Gilda and the whole crew. He was my favorite. He was so versatile. He was so good. Dan Aykroyd is 70 years old today. The Blues Brothers, Trading Places, Ghostbusters, got an Academy Award nomination for Driving Miss Daisy. Happy 70th to my favorite, Dan Aykroyd, one of my favorites. Carl Lewis, voted the Olympian of the Century, the Sportsman of the Century by the International Olympic Committee, probably the greatest male track and field athlete this country has ever produced. He can't sing, but he can run. Carl Lewis is 60 years old today. And Diana, the Princess of Wales, born in the state in 1961, died in the car accident in 1997. 34 minutes after the hour, still to come, an opinion from Mike Mad Dog Magnotti, and then we're going to revisit our interview that I did, with Brian Brennan and Rob Tidd from Confluence Rotary. They're going to be putting on the Cornhole Tournament on Monday, the Beer Garden on Monday, and they're going to be cooking up some hot dogs, all of it at Shelter 1 at Walla Walla Plain Park, and that's where we were last week. That interview is coming up. You're watching Wake Up in Wenatchee Valley on the NCW Live channel. You really are. I'm not lying to you. You're really watching the show.
Let Merry Maids custom cleaning experts help you clean up your to-do list. Between work, kids, and pets, it's hard to find time to keep up. Let Merry Maids of Wenatchee help. Merry Maids cleaning experts can help keep your home or business fresh, neat, and exactly how you'd clean it if you only had the time. Call now for a free estimate. 509-663-1710. Serving Chelan and Douglas counties. Merry Maids, let us help.
It's the 43rd annual Manson 4th of July Lake Chelan Fireworks Show over Manson Bay with fun all day long. Visit Manson wineries, breweries, cideries, and restaurants. Catch the aerial show by Skydive Chelan over Wapato Point beginning at 1. Dance by the lake with the Lake Boys from 7 till the fireworks blast off at 10:15. Bring the family to one of the largest displays in the state of Washington. Sponsored by Wapato Point Resort. Presented by Mountain View Lodge. Celebrating 30 years in Manson. And brought to you by the Manson Chamber of Commerce.
Hey everyone, Fletcher and Amy Ellington here from Live It Up. In the investment world, ROI stands for Return on Investment. Well, how does better health, better wealth, and better relationships sound for ROI? Join us every week right here on NCW Life and learn how to invest in the most important asset, you.
We're going to answer your questions and provide some weekly inspiration so you can create a life that you love. Join us on Live It Up.
Traditional values and innovation in honoring the life of each family we serve is part of the ministry of Heritage Memorial Chapel. Our staff is committed to walk with your family with compassion through this time of grief. We are here to help and here to serve, the right kind of help when you need it most. Heritage Memorial Chapel.
This is Mike Mad Dog Magnotti, and everybody's entitled to my opinion. Now, when I was a kid, I used to read stories about people who had regrets. Now, these folks would reach middle age or later, and suddenly they'd say to themselves, is this all there is? Or something like, why didn't I do so-and-so or such and such? Basically, they'd be saying that they wasted their life, their one life. Now, this made me think. I never wanted to forget that this life, my life, is a one-way trip, and I didn't want to waste mine having regrets that I didn't measure up to much. So, how have I done? You tell me. This is Mike Mad Dog Magnotti, and that's my opinion.
Hey Wenatchee Valley, this is Ben Griffin. I'm here with my friend Eddie the Yeti. He wants to share some big news.
Arctic Refrigeration is now employee-owned and has a new name, Columbia Cooling and Refrigeration. I want you to remember this summer, when you're hot and sweaty, call the Eddie.
No, it's called the Yeti, Y-E-T-I, not called the Eddie.
Whatever. We are a factory-authorized Bryant dealer. Whatever it takes.
Give us a call at Columbia Cooling and Refrigeration at 509-662-5911.
The 2022 Grant County Fair in Moses Lake is bigger and better than ever. Washington's largest egg-based fair features hundreds of animals, amazing food, and the Davis Carnival rides. And if that isn't enough, see supergroup Lone Star and country standout Cameron Marlowe on the Brian Miller stage. Come celebrate a return to normalcy with Stars, Stripes, and Fair Delights at the 2022 Grant County Fair. For tickets and more info, visit grantcountyfairgrounds.com.
This is the NCW Live concert calendar. Fridays, it's live music at Alta Cellars in downtown Manson from 4 to 7 p.m. Sunday, it's Succession Winery located between Chelan and Manson with live music from 2 to 5. Chelan Cellars and Sorrento's Restaurante present music on Mondays at 4 p.m. weekly. Check the individual websites for more information. That's the NCW Live concert calendar.
Come on, I'm a certified technician. I was trained to take good care of you.
9. I've only been to the dealer.
I've been coming here for years. These guys are great.
Look around. The BMW, the Jag, the Volvo, they're all waiting for regular service. Well, the BMW has a little computer issue, but that's nothing we can't handle. Come on in.
From regular maintenance to computer troubleshooting, trust the Global Car Care technicians with your import, diesel-powered, or domestic vehicle. Global Car Care. They speak your car's language.
Dankeschön.
If you could live anywhere, where would it be? And what would it be like? With today's home values, this is the perfect time to sell and make those dreams real. When you work with a world-class agent at Coldwell Banker, you benefit from trusted guidance and our revolutionary seller's assurance program to make your home sale more rewarding than ever. So it really is true. Your dreams don't have to be just dreams.
The sun is out and baseball is here. The Apple Sox take on the Bend Elks July 1st through the 3rd, and we need you to bring the energy, starting at 6:35 p.m. on Friday. Enjoy a fireworks show after Saturday's 7:05 p.m. game, and wrap up the weekend with us at 1:05 p.m. on Sunday. The Apple Sox are fired up and excited for a packed house, so join us at Paul Thomas Senior Stadium July 1st through the 3rd.
The best pizza in the known universe is right here in downtown Chelan, so come on up. For the best locally crafted beer and barbecue in Chelan, come on up.
For the best down-home scratch country cooking in North Central Washington, you'll find it in Manson. Come on up.
Come on up. Come on up.
Come on up.
Welcome back to Wake Up Wenatchee Valley. On Monday, July 4th, the United States of America turns 246 years old. And ironically enough, that's the combined age of the three of us. To talk about some of the goings-ons here for the Let's Have a Blast party. It's a two-day celebration, Sunday the 3rd with the big Fido celebrations, all about the dogs because they can't come here on July 4th. And on July 4th, all day, things will be happening here at Walla Walla Point Park. Gentlemen, introduce yourself to our television family if you don't mind.
Hi there, my name is Brian Brennan with the Rotary Club here in Wenatchee.
Rob Tidd, member of Wenatchee Confluence Rotary, along with Brian.
And you guys are sponsoring three big events, the Cornhole Tournament, the Beer Garden, and the Hot Dog Eating Contest. So that's a lot for you to wrap your head around. Let's get right in, because all my coworkers are talking about the Cornhole Contest. It's going to be right not too far from where we're sitting right here. This is Shelter 1, Beer Garden will be here, and right to the west of it will be the Cornhole Tournament. Talk about that.
Go ahead and tell them about the Cornhole Tournament, Brian.
So we're going to have a Cornhole Tournament of 40 teams. Hopefully we get 40 teams registered, which I'm sure we will. Two-person teams. We're going to have 5 courts set up out here so we can roll through it pretty fast. Each team is guaranteed at least 4 rounds. There'll be prizes, goodies, T-shirts will come along with registration. $20 a person, $40 for a team.
Is and that 40 teams of 2 persons each, is that the max, or can you take more than 40?
This is my first time doing this, so we're going to find out if we can actually take more than 40.
Than 40 teams who want to participate.
We'll try. We'll try and see if I can schedule it in. It just depends on how many. If we put 4 rounds in, then it'll probably take too long.
That's true.
If
you got a point there.
That's right. So if we run 4 rounds apiece, 40 is probably the max.
So 40 teams of 2, get your teams together, and you would appreciate if people registered in advance. You can register on the day of, but you might be out of luck.
That's right, absolutely, and you could go if you're a cornhole player and you know Scoreholio. Scoreholio is an app that you can go to, and if you look for local tournaments, you'll find one called Casa Rocks. That's what it's called, Casa Rocks. And if you look for that, it'll be this tournament, and you can go ahead and register online.
And all the benefits goes to the court-appointed special advocates, our good friends at CASA, who do
That's
great
right.
work. It must have been hard to pick a charity for this, because you guys—that's what you guys do in Rotary.
That's right.
Is you work for nonprofits and you pay back to the community. Why CASA of all the great organizations?
I've been involved with CASA for some time. We've been involved in that system, my wife and I, and I've been a part of the board in another area, and just came up here, and it's just a natural fit. Great group. They help kids that can't help themselves, which is important to us.
Now, it should be pointed out that for the Cornhole tournament, for you to get into it, you're going to have to go into the beer garden, which transitions to our good friend, Mr. Tidd. Let's suck down some suds, my friend.
Oh, perfect. Well, which means, of course, that if you're going to be in the Cornhole tournament, you're going to have to be at least 21 years old, because that's the only way that you're going to get into the tournament. We are excited. We're actually going to do it here at Shelter 1. We are going to have canned beer and other spirits. And the reason that we're doing that is because as Rotarians, we're very conscientious about the environment. So we wanted to do this so that was environmentally friendly. We're going to have recycled cans. We will have water for those who want it. And we're excited to be doing this. Even though it's a Monday, we don't know really what to expect. But I think that people are anxious to get out, enjoy the weather, and it's going to be a spectacular day.
So do you fork over your money and get a can of beer, or do you buy tokens? Is it just that kind of deal?
Yeah, so what you'll do is you'll buy tickets. We haven't figured out how we're going to do the pricing. It's probably going to be $5 per drink, which I think is reasonable. And we will have free Rotary chapstick and sunscreen to give away. And of course, the Cornhole tournament, we're hoping it'll draw a lot of people.
Whose idea was this supposed to happen last year, and it didn't happen because it was canceled because of the heat?
Yes.
So you were going to do it last year, you didn't, but you're going to do it this year.
Yes, we are.
I got that. Let's scarf down some hot dogs. Who wants to talk about that?
I'll talk about the hot dogs. We are also going to have a hot dog stand that's going to be right next to the Cornhole tournament and the beer garden. We are also going to sponsor the hot dog eating contest. If you're interested in being in a hot dog eating contest, I'm sure there'll be a prize for those that actually win, and keep everything down. So please come out and have some fun.
Confluence Rotary is a thriving organization, a great organization. How did you guys get together with Kelly and her group at Impact Events and the whole Let's Have a Blast thing? How did this whole marriage happen?
That's a good question, Dan. I think that what happened was...
By the way, always compliment the guy when you say that. Yeah, smart move.
Well, I think that they were looking for another group to really take that on, and Rotary's always looking for opportunities to give back to the community, and so we stepped up, and we've been doing it every year since they've had the 4th of July event, and we are looking to do even more next year. So pay attention to next year's 4th of July event too, because I think you'll see more of a presence of Rotary even next year.
How is Confluence Rotary doing? We hear that service clubs, not only here in North Central Washington, which is a thriving service club area, but you hear that membership is hurting. A lot of the folks are retiring out, and you're not getting that younger blood coming in and joining your service club. How's that working for you guys?
Well, I think our club has been very successful, and I think part of it is because we make things exciting. We try and come up with new events, new ideas, new ways to give back to the community. And there's always something that hits a person's hot spot in our club. And so we've attracted a lot of young people. We have people as young as 22 years old in our club. And we even have some elder statesmen. We have one who's 86 years old. So it's incredible that they all work together. We have a good time together. We meet at the Town Toyota Center, which is not far from here. And we meet Wednesdays at noon. If you're ever interested in finding out about a service club, i.e. Rotary, please come see us on a Wednesday.
Brian and Rob, it's always good to see you. Again, beer garden right here at Shelter 1, Cornhole tournament right next to that, hot dog stand right next to that, a sea of people, a good time as we celebrate America's birthday on Independence Day, which, by the way, this year falls on July 4th, which is really convenient for everybody, I think. Thanks for chiming in. Cornhole tournament, you mentioned the app. All of this information that we talked about, the Wenatchee Valley 4th has a web page. They have a Facebook page. Just Google Wenatchee Valley 4th. Everything you need will pop up. You can look at the Facebook page. You can look at the scheduled events. You can look at the homepage. You can look at the Instagram page. You can just be point and click away, and you'll find everything that you need. It's good to see you guys.
Thanks so much.
Thanks for taking time out for visiting with us. We appreciate it. You're watching Wake Up Wenatchee Valley, and we will be right back.
Bob's Burgers and Brews in East Wenatchee. Come enjoy great food, great service, and a great time. Only the best for our guests. We look forward to serving you. Stop on by today.
Hi folks, welcome to Save Mart. How can we help you today?
We're looking for a recliner.
Okay, right this way. Go ahead and move this chase on the other side. You can move this
Great, I want that one. I like that one.
That's a great choice.
And I want this one as well.
Okay.
And I definitely want this one.
Ooh. You'll find it at Save Mart. Full service at a low, low price.
Are you ready to freshen up your home? Boswell's expansive 2-story showroom is filled with high-quality furniture that's always discounted to give you their best price every day. Boswell's is receiving new furniture deliveries each week, so you'll be sure to find just what you need for your home without the wait. Complimentary design assistance and free local delivery. Superior customer service and the best value for your money. Start at Boswell's on Easy Street. It's closer than you think.
At D.A. Davidson in Wenatchee, they believe your investment success begins with a personalized plan. A plan that is the roadmap you need to navigate your way to living your best years in retirement. D.A. Davidson can help you create a plan so you can take the time to enjoy the finer things in life. Let the financial advisors at D.A. Davidson help chart your retirement future today.
Things have changed in the motorsports industry. Short supply and high demand have emptied showrooms. But what hasn't changed are the experts at Doghouse Motorsports. They are here to help you reserve the machine of your choice. Stop by and check out the latest 2022 Husqvarna motorcycles, UBCO, and Intense electric vehicles, and other new additions to the Doghouse Motorsports family of high-quality products.
Over the last year and a half, the industry's absolutely changed, but the Doghouse is still your best option for all your power sports needs.
When the people you serve are your friends and family, you see the world a bit differently. You understand that your survival depends on the health and strength of your relationships. Your word is your reputation, and that doing the right thing is the only way of life that matters. At Confluence Health, we remain humble. Trust is a gift that is earned, a privilege, an honor. And we remain grateful for the trust you place in our hands.
Raising a family may have seemed overwhelming to your parents, but they weren't. Coach, teacher, life guide, caregiver. Family takes care of family. And as the circle of life continues, you now are their caregiver. It may seem overwhelming, but we're here to help you find the support services necessary so you can provide quality care to your elders.
Call Aging and Adult Care of Central Washington at 1-800-572-4459.
The road can be a crazy place. Uh-oh! That's why Les Schwab Tires fixes brakes, steering, and more. And those guys don't. Keep driving. I'm just glad Les Schwab puts my safety first, so I can backseat drive with confidence.
Hit the road safely with Les Schwab and save up to $150 when you buy select tires with financing. Les Schwab Tires, celebrating 70 years of doing the right thing.
The new Hummer EV is everything you want in an all-electric vehicle. It's powerful, reliable, comfortable, and will take you anywhere you want to go, on-road or off. Why buy one of those lesser EVs when you can have one that uses them for traction? Order your Hummer pickup or SUV today from Sangster Motors, batteries included.
All right, let's wrap it up on this Friday edition of Wake Up Wenatchee Valley, the first day of July. Temperatures around the region right now. Let's check in. Quincy are at 71. Moses Lake 68. Ephrata 73 already. Downtown Dryden is at 64, and suburban Dryden 64, and we're at 66 here in the big city. There it is. Once again, the recap of the holiday weekend weather. Going to be a beautiful day today. No problems at all here in the Wenatchee Valley. We'll be in the upper 80s. Out in the Columbia Basin, you'll be in the lower 90s. A very pleasant beginning to the month of July. And for the most part, Saturday as well. But as we get deeper and deeper into the day, and we'll be in the lower 90s, it looks like, on Saturday tomorrow, here comes the opportunity for some thunderstorms. That's certainly going to be a case on Sunday. Sunday looks very inclement as well, right on into Sunday night. And for the most part, Independence Day proper, and we're going to see the temperatures go from about 90 on Saturday to the lower 70s on Independence Day proper. But the big story, and they keep stressing this from the National Weather Service, thunderstorms. The chance has now increased from the last time we visited yesterday. For the north central Washington region, we're talking late Saturday, Sunday, and Monday. All of those days, we have a significant chance. We definitely are going to get rain. That's almost a lead pipe cinch, especially on Sunday and Sunday night, spilling into Independence Day proper as well. But the thing they're really keeping a close eye on, thunderstorms forecast to arrive late Saturday night, going to last through Sunday into Monday. Of course, that means heavy rain, local flash flooding, lightning, hail. It's all a possibility. The one thing we're pretty sure about from the National Weather Service, starting Saturday night and lasting really all the way through Independence Day Monday and into Monday night, rain. We have a good chance of rain. Here's your forecast from the National Weather Service. Sunshine today, 87. Our high, we had, I believe, 84 was our high yesterday, and that's about normal for this time of the year, so a couple of degrees warmer than that. Very nice day, just beautiful. 60 for the overnight low tonight. Warm it up a couple more on Saturday. We'll get up to 90 degrees here in the Wenatchee Valley. Again, the Columbia Basin. Up in Omak, you could get a little warmer than 90, but it's all pretty much the same there. And here comes the inclement weather. It starts Saturday night, late in the evening, about 10 or 11 o'clock. Here come the showers and maybe an overnight thunderstorm. Certainly the clouds are going to be arriving on Saturday night. With overnight low of 63. Sunday, we get it all. We're going to have rain. That's going to happen. Could see thunderstorms, showers. The thunderstorms would be in the afternoon and into the early evening hours. And if you get caught in a thunderstorm, of course, that means heavy rain is a distinct possibility. And you see, we cool down to only 82. Sunday night, still rain, still showers, still thunderstorms. Overnight low of 58. That is a misprint for Monday's afternoon high. Ain't going to be 85, going to be about 72. But again, a chance of some heavy rain, a chance of thunderstorms, a chance of some light rain. It's going to be cloudy. I didn't mention that at all. It's going to be cloudy Sunday, going to be cloudy Sunday night, going to be cloudy all day Monday. You're not going to have to worry too much about getting a sunburn on Independence Day. And then Monday night, about 10 o'clock is when the fireworks go off, both in Manson and in the Wenatchee Valley, Walla Walla Plain Park. It's going to be cloudy. It's going to be a little chilly. You might want to pack a sweatshirt. But hopefully we should be dry. That'll be about the start. We're going to start drying out. Is going to be Monday night, just in time for the fireworks. Keep your fingers crossed on that. And then we warm up again on Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday. Some programming reminders. Special programming on Independence Day for our nation's 246th birthday. For one thing, we won't be here. There'll be no Wake Up Wenatchee Valley on Monday, and there will be no NCW Life Evening News on Monday. So everybody here will get a 3-day weekend, except me and Malcolm and Josiah, because somebody has to put on the television broadcast on Monday night, and by golly, I'm doing it again. I've done it every year we've televised it. So I will be broadcasting live from the roof of the Town Toyota Center. It's a perfect place. It's like the best place in Wenatchee to watch the fireworks. You're close to them, but you're also up high, and that's where our cameras are going to be. And so we'll be televising the Let's Have a Blast 4th of July celebrations on Monday night. We'll take to the air at about 9:45 or so. I'll give you a little taste of what folks can expect with the fireworks. And then shortly after 10, not exactly at 10, sun goes down about 9 o'clock. It's got to be dark enough for you to really enjoy the fireworks. So 10:02, 10:03, give or take a couple, is when the fireworks show will begin. If you're not at Walla Walla Point Park or at one of the houses or one of the views around Walla Walla Point Park to watch it, you can watch it live in high definition and stereophonic sound here on the NCW Live channel. Quick reminder about the Let's Have a Blast celebration. No dogs will be allowed in Walla Walla Point Park on Independence Day. On the 4th of July, no dogs. So for all of you dog lovers out there, they have put aside Sunday, July 3rd for that. They're going to have a dog walk and all kinds of cool stuff. So if you want to take and don't forget about our pets, dogs and cats and fireworks are a bad mix. Let's make sure the Humane Society has a quiet weekend as well, all right? Hope you have a good weekend, and we'll see you Tuesday. Till then, take care. Bye-bye.